What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of In Between the Numbers Sports Show and Podcast. Uh, Before we get into this episode, I just want to say please subscribe to the channel and leave a like, leave a comment, turn on that bell so you can be notified of any new videos. So the Michigan effect, as you can see, is Ron Day on the hot seat. And another thing I would like to say is if you can't beat them, bomb. So, you know, I think it's funny that Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, um, you know, drove Ohio State and Ron Day crazy, right? Michigan, um, you know, was this inside of Ohio State's head. So much so that Ohio State, uh, days after Michigan won a national championship, went out and went on a NIL spending spree. Now it's been reported that Ohio State spent anywhere from $10 to $13 million in NIL money on big name transfers, right? So we all know that Kyle McCarr transferred out, and then Ohio State went and got um, the former Kansas State quarterback Will Howard, right? And then they said, nope, we're not done after that. They went got the Alabama center, Seth uh, McLaughlin, if I'm saying that right, right? You probably know him as the center who messed up the snap in the playoff game versus Michigan. Um, you know, he was a starter for Ohio State, right? And he was a starter for Alabama. He went to Ohio State. Nope, Ohio State's not done yet. They're gonna buy him. They can't beat Michigan, so they're gonna go buy him. So they said, "Hell, let's go back to Alabama and let's go get the SEC Freshman of the Year in Caleb Downs." Right? He was a second-team All-American safety at Alabama. Downs recorded 107 tackles and a pair of interceptions. Um, and they said, nope, we're still not done. Let's go buy some more players from the SEC. And then we got Krishawn Jenkins, right? He was the phenomenal running back from Ole Miss to join that backfield with Trevion Henderson, right? Now, Jenkins rushed for 2,723 yards and 31 touchdowns in 2 seasons at Ole Miss. Absolute stud. And Ohio State said we're still not done yet. We're still not done with the SEC and Ohio State, and they took Alabama five-star signee Julian Sayin, right, who was the number 3 quarterback in the 2024 class, right. So Ohio State went and got some absolute studs right out of the transfer portal, and they paid. Like I said, it was estimated they paid anywhere from $10 to $13 million, right? And they said, screw it, man, we can't beat Michigan. We're gonna go ahead and buy some players. And it's crazy because after buying all those players and spending all that money, Harbaugh decided to go to the NFL, right? And so, if Sherrod Moore continues to dominate Ohio State, which right now is probably not going to happen because a lot of assistant coaches on that team followed Jim Harbaugh to the NFL. So Sherrod Moore is going to have to rehire some stud coaches. But if Sherrod Moore beats Ohio State in the 2024 season, man, Ron Day, if he's not already on the hot seat, deserves to be on the hot seat. Ron Day's also made got a lot of help, right, in the form of some other coaches. So Bill O Brien, the former Alabama offensive coordinator, and last year he spent the season in NFL being offensive coordinator for the Patriots, right? Um, he's going there now. He's going to be taking over the play calling duties for Ron Day, right? Ron Day loves himself some Ohio State affiliates, right? All of those players, and then also, a former offensive coordinator. And he also went and got Joe Philbin. Joe Philbin used to be the head coach for the Miami Dolphins. Now, all of these guys are considered offensive-minded players, right? I mean, offensive-minded coaches. And so, you know, if Ron Day can't, get past Michigan and can't make a deep playoff run and get to the national championship and win it, with all of that, right? With all of those players, right? Spending all that money in the NIL portal and all of that good stuff and getting those elite coaches. If he can't win a national championship or if he can't get past Michigan, I I don't know, man. Fire Ron Day and bring back fucking Urban Myers. Cause you spend all this money and you can't do what you spend the money to do, right? Beat Michigan and get to the playoffs and make a deep playoff run and ultimately win a national championship. Then I don't know what the hell you're doing. For Ron Day, you know, not winning a national championship is the only option, right? They've already had a few deep playoff runs. They went to the national championship versus Alabama and got curve stomped. But they got to win a national championship. I don't think Buckeye fans are going to be very happy with just going deep into the playoffs or getting to the national championship game. They want to win it. And so, now that we're looking at a bigger playoff field, right, with 12 teams, Ohio State should be one of those teams that should get to the playoffs every year if they can get past Michigan. And they should be one of those teams, I think personally, that can make a deep run and get to the national championship. But boy, I'm telling you, if Ohio State goes to the playoffs and they get knocked off by a lower team and don't get to a national championship and don't win a national championship, I don't know what the hell Ron Day and that painted beard that he has is gonna do, right? It ain't no way Ron Day beard is that black. It ain't no way. My man's is trying to deny the fact that he has gray hair and that he's aging by dyeing his beard. The same way he's denying the fact that maybe the pressure of being an Ohio State uh, head coach after Urban Myers is just too much because he is going out and he's buying players left and right. Only thing I can say is, man, with all of the pressure on Ryan Day and his Ohio State coaching staff, I hope they win big. I hope they win a national championship coming up in this season because if they don't, I don't know. I don't know how you keep Ryan Day. I really don't. I don't know how you keep him. But, yep. Let me know what you think about this episode in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please leave a like. Please leave a comment. Let me know. Let me know. Is Ohio State going to win a national championship this season? Do you agree with Ohio State buying all of these players to beat Michigan? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm out.